Well, back to the channel, man, and we've got one last game before we dive in to the Euros. My predictions for the Euros and the games will be out probably after this Luxembourg game because I want to see what players are like and shit, and then I can properly dive into it. But yes, we're off the back of voice break. We're off the back of that. I thought it was a really good performance against Holland. We got shafted. Now, apparently, if you say the striker's name in question, you can get banned off Twitter and YouTube. They should have told me that, man, before I started slarring about the guy. I don't know. Why is his name bad? I don't know, man. But yeah, we're taking them on. We're obviously not at home here. I'm assuming Luxembourg are at home, but I don't really know. Because I think some of the games, the friendlies, have been all over the place. But let's just assume that Luxembourg are at home, right? It doesn't really matter if it was at Hampden or Luxembourg Park or whatever it's called. But I want to see a bit of changes to the team. I want to see, like, let's be real, Christie and McGregor, they should not be playing this game. This needs to be. I'd love to see the midfield of McTominay, McGinn, and Gilmore just to see how that works. You know, O'Donnell will come back in at right back, I believe, after having to self-isolate. Patterson, give O'Donnell 60 and give Patterson 30, or even if you want to do 45. I'm just thinking because O'Donnell will start, you know, it's probably better to give the 60-30. I'd like to see McLaughlin feature. Like, I get it, Marshall will, you know, he will be starting for us, so he needs to get some game time to get, you know, prepared. But I mean, realistically, this game is McLaughlin's last chance of featuring at the Euros, unless there's a fucking shit ton of injuries, which would refer to the two goalies. But I mean, that is very unlikely. So I'd like to see the guy, you know, get a game. Because let's be real, if he doesn't get a game here, he's not going to, and he'll probably be the only guy in the squad not to get a game unless there's like an injury to someone who hasn't picked, you know, played a game yet. Tierney Robertson, again, I'd rest Tierney. Does not need to play here. I'd probably go with 3 completely different centre backs just to give them game time. And up front, again, I would change it up. You know, I would definitely change it up. Give people game time, you know, that won't get it. Because, I mean, it's Luxembourg. You know, like, if we drew this 0-0 or 8-0, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Like, I'd probably rather see a load of new people and get a couple people gelled into the squad and like only win 1-0 rather than play our strongest team and win 5-0, because what does it really accomplish? You know, it's a friendly. Clark should use this. Even though I thought we were great against Holland, like, I feel like Holland was the game we should go a bit more all in, because it will be a more representative match of what the Euros will have to offer. And even though we probably have a bit of a weak squad, but yeah, so I think our midfield should be definitely the strongest point of the team. I think it's got to be Gilmore, McTominay, McGinn. He won't pick it, obviously. I don't think he will. I'd like to see it though. And in terms of my prediction, it does depend a wee bit on what he picks and what he does. But I don't think Clark's going to go completely, you know, I don't think he's going to pick a completely different team like I would and make all these substitutes. I don't think he'll do that. So I think there'll be a more or less strong enough team, which I think will probably result in a bigger win. I'm going to go 3-0 because Luxembourg, they're not an Andorra, they're not a San Marino, they're not a Gibraltar. They're actually a decent enough team now. They're more like a Kosovo, like a Moldova. I mean, they're still pish, but they're not pish. You get me? Double, triple, quadruple pish. They're pish, but they're not that pish. I'm going to go with 3-0. John McGinn to get 2, and fuck it, Andy Robertson to get 1. So yeah, till next time. Peace.